Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ife Artistry, and if this is your first time seeing my videos, you are highly welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming here. Okay guys, so in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to properly, or the rules to blending in your concealer properly, the things you would do so that your concealer would easily gladly blend in like this. So there are things you need to do before you get to this point. If you don't do them, there is like possibility that your concealer blending will not be good. Okay guys, so first of all, you have to clean your canvas very well. Make sure you clean the under eyes with a micellar water and your wipes. Make sure that there is no dirt around the place, because imagine if there is like probably the transfer of oil under your eyes and you place in your concealer to blend. I promise you it's going to really be a hindrance to you, because your concealer might not actually sit well to even talk of blending. Okay guys, so after doing that, before you move to another process, before you begin to apply another thing, make sure you're dry. After that, moisturizing the face, like not just the face, your under eyes. Like I mean concealer, when we talk about concealer, we don't just apply concealer under the eyes. There are other places that you equally put on your concealer. Make sure you moisturize your face anywhere your concealer is going to be. Make sure it's very hydrated, because concealer actually deals with moisturizer. If you don't put on like moisturizer around that place, so I do use like enough hydration, especially under the eyes. It's so important to me that you put on product that is going to really hydrate the face, especially your under eyes. The under eye, the reason why I keep mentioning it is because it's very delicate. It's a very soft skin. The skin around the place is very delicate and very soft, so make sure you put on the product there, and the moisturizer there, and you blend very well. So for the sake of this, I'm going to really blend with my hands, use my fingers to massage it into the skin gently, making sure that I'm not really pressing it, I'm not pushing it, because you don't want to really press it or push it so hard in a way that is going to now be so in a way that is not going to be like rough or something. Now priming guys, make sure that you don't prime under your eyes. You can actually prime any other place, probably the places you are going to put on your concealer, because the primer is going to help grip down your product. But under the eyes, please, there should not be primer there. The reason why I'm mentioning this is so that you don't go and carry primer and put under the eyes. Now these are for the hydrating primer. What's of mattifying primer? Mattifying primer, please make sure you don't equally put it under the eyes. Anything primer does not go under the eyes, because the eyes is actually a very delicate place. You don't want to put any product that is going to be harsh on that place. So after you set to lock in, then while placing in your foundation guys, please place in little or no amount of product, like little products, and gently blend this product onto the skin. You don't want to rough or manhandle the face, because if you do that, you know that you are still going to keep building a lot of product on the face. You don't want to like manhandle your skin, the skin that's at the end of the day to start harming you. Okay guys, so also remember that when you are placing in your foundation, you don't place it under the eyes. Please avoid placing foundations under the eyes, because under the eyes is somewhere that you want to just like put on your concealer. The product under the eye should not be too much, and that is it. So I'm going to wait, next when we start building our concealer, when we start placing concealer guys, please, one of the things that you should know is to place in, like, do not place like overly light shade all over. So you can just place your concealer like I'm doing with a light shade, like a very light shade in the inner corners. Then I'm going to go over to the outer corners. I'm going to place concealer that is closer to the skin. In this way, blending it out is going to be so easy for you to do. Another thing that you want to do is placing a lighter, like lightweight concealer guys. So when you want to work, using a lightweight concealer is going to really help you. You wouldn't want to start like placing like a very heavy or thick concealers, because they are really going to be difficult for you to blend. Again, please do not apply too many products under the eyes. Do not like go in, that's why I say don't go in with foundations at all in that way, because if you put on so many products under the eyes, the under eyes will start caking when you start blending it out, and that is a process or something that you don't want to happen. So you just like put on like little or no products. Like honestly, you can just put on small product and just like blend them out, like blend them. Like I mean, when you are putting it, you see, when I just bring concealer, I just transfer it all through. So when it comes to blending concealers, there are some people that use brush in blending in their concealer. Honestly, it's totally fine. You have to just go with whatever that works for you, whatever you're comfortable with. There are some people that really goes and they love working with a brush to use and blend their concealer. It's totally fine. Like I said, you can do that and you are going to be good. You're okay. There are some people that actually use their fingers to blend in their concealers. This is equally fine, provided that it works for you, provided you are good with it, provided that it gives you what you want. You are totally fine. Start from the outer part in blending. Do not just go all the way inside in the inner corners to blend. Blend from the outer part. That will help you transition your concealer into your like contour or your blush. Like it will be easy for you when you start blending from the outer part. Remember that the product you place on the outer part is actually very close to your foundation shade or to your contour, so it will be easy for you to transition into that. Some people like myself love to blend with a beauty sponge. I prefer this to any other thing because I believe that beauty sponge actually is really easy and like flexible for me to blend. So I'm going to be blending with the same side I use in blending the foundation. This is so important, guys. Do not ever skip this process. Using the same side you use in blending in your foundation. Use that same side you use in the beauty blender to still blend in the concealer. And again, do not forget to start from the outer part. The darker shade of concealer that you place in the outer part, first of all, blend that in out, like blend it out into your foundation. Blend it like it should mix with your foundation without creating any harsh line at all. I'm talking about the under eyes. Other places you can actually go ahead and blend. I do blend because I believe that even if it creates harsh line along the line on the forehead, I can still go back with my contour and actually take care of that. But you see the under eyes, please start from the outer part and blend. After this, then when you start creating your contour, you know, just create like your contour and make sure that you are using a shade that is a bit darker to do this. And your contour, make sure that the shade the side you are using to blend your contour, your beauty blender, if you are using that, make sure you are not using that same side to blend, like you didn't use the same side you use in blending your concealer. So while we are waiting for this, like I left some product under the eyes. That is when I come back to start doing this contour part. So you have to actually leave this product there for a while, for some minutes. The reason why we leave the product there, especially if you are using a creamy based product, is going to actually dry up a little bit and grant you coverage. Like it's going to give you coverage that you are going to really love at the end of the day. So you don't want to like blend all of them immediately. Blending them immediately is nothing is bad about that anyway. But I'm just saying, when you use creamy based concealers, they are going to dry up a little bit and grant you some, you know, grant you some coverage that is going to help your under eyes have like that much of a coverage. Okay guys, so after doing that, just go back and after creating your blush, like I'm just creating the blush now. The reason why I actually decided to show this process is because remember the highlights you did under the eyes is going to actually transition into your blush, to transition into the contour. You don't want to have any harsh line at all. So after doing all these things, I have to go back and start blending the concealer that is still under the eyes. At this point, I'm just being so careful and so gentle, blending this out, making sure there is no for any reason any harsh line left under the eyes. I have to blend that very well and blend it into the second concealer. Like, you know, the first concealer that I put there was like lighter, so I have to just make sure I am blending it into the second concealer. The second concealer have to blend into the blush and everything is perfect, guys. This is actually the end and I hope you love it. I hope you love this video as much as I do. Please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, put on your post notification, and I know I'm going to see you next time. I just love this video so much because this is so amazing. I'm going to see you guys next time. Bye.